You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I have got your early edition spoilers for May 12th through the 16th. Johnny is guilty, Shawn is stealing, and Kayla is accused. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. As we always do on early edition day, we're going to start with what's coming the rest of this week to set up the spoilers for next week. So Wednesday, May 7th, we've got Alex showing Xander this intriguing novel that Stephanie has written. Xander takes a look at it and he is quite interested. It's called One Stormy Night. Every time I hear that title, I think about that Snoopy cartoon where he was typing on top of his doghouse. That his book was, it started out, it was a dark and stormy night. I will never forget that. And maybe I missed it, but does Titan have a publishing arm? I don't know. Kayla's got a couple of issues to deal with on Wednesday. She wants the drug money from Dr. Russell's invention, so she doesn't want him to take his research elsewhere. And once she finds out EJ wants to invest in the hospital and this research, that's another reason to keep Russell around and make sure EJ can't get near it. Speaking of, Dr. Russell goes to see EJ, who tells him or reminds him, we'll find out how much backstory there is here, that he is planning to fully fund the hospital that is falling apart financially. And Russell and EJ may be upset that Kayla is pushing back on letting the research doctor break his contract. Shawn and Belle do some bonding at the Brady pub on Wednesday. Shawn's dad is dying, and Belle's dad is MIA and soon to be confirmed dead. It's going to be very bad news for John Black, but better news for Beau Brady. Thursday, May 8th, Sarah's excitement for her and Xander's honeymoon trip is brushed aside when she has an allergic reaction to some cake in the town square, and Xander has to rush Sarah over to University Hospital emergency room. Kat and Chad have an interesting conversation, and she gives him a free pass. And of course, Kat has that date coming with EJ. First, we saw Chad offer to buy EJ out of the date. He said no. And then when Chad was nagging him, EJ asked him if he likes her and then offered to give Chad the date so he can do a little light romancing with Kat, but Chad insisted no. Things may shift, and we'll see by the end of this week which DiMera brother has dinner with her, Chad or EJ. But since the 60th anniversary photos have all three of them together, kind of a toss-up on who is going to be romancing Kat. Big bad brother EJ, who insists his heart belongs to Belle, or Chad, who insists they are just friends. Plus, Abe consoles a very upset Chanel. She is still worked up about the adoption, and she just isn't ready to reconcile with Johnny, but her heart is broken, and Abe will totally understand. Marlena tries to help Johnny, who is still dealing with so many daddy issues, and some of it may appear to be guilt over the gun in his hand and holding a gun on EJ, which he did do, but we didn't see him pull the trigger. And we're also going to have Marlena talking to EJ at the hospital this week, and it could be about Belle Black. Kayla refuses to take EJ's money to save the hospital, and I wonder if Kayla would really let it go under, because just because she has a good feeling about Russell's research, that doesn't mean that money is going to be available now. It can take years and years to get a drug through the human trial phase, so the hospital may go under before they ever see a nickel of that cash. Then on Friday, May 9th, EJ is trying to protect Johnny because EJ truly believes that his son shot him and he's not going to let him go down for it. Gabby just confirmed to Rafe that Ava was not the shooter because she saw her leave while EJ was still fine. And of course, Jada seems to have eliminated herself from the suspect list by telling Shawn that she locked up her gun because she was planning to go drinking. So when she was drunk and might have thought about shooting EJ, she did not have her weapon. Meanwhile, on Friday, little Felicity is upset and Chad and Kat are there for her. So I wonder if that means they were in town square on a date. Kat is definitely dressed up for a date this week. Lipstick, nice hair, nice outfit. But which hunky brother will it be with? Xander has Sarah over at the hospital. getting taken care of, and they have to cancel their big trip. Lots more drama to come in the Zara storyline. Javi and Leo have another serious talk, and it's probably going to be more about who shot EJ and Gabby's anger. You know, Javi's not loving that 2 of his cousins are on the suspect list. Plus, Alex wants Stephanie to let Titan publish her book. Now, she may be flattered, but she may also want to know why Alex is running around with her book in his very handsome hand. The week of May 12th through the 16th, Chanel begins to wonder if Johnny's strange behavior is more than just about the adoption and EJ's assault on Sammy. Chanel actually starts to wonder if Johnny might have taken a shot at his dad, EJ. Plus, not all of EJ's memories are back, but he definitely believes Johnny shot him. A big twist is coming soon, but between now and then, EJ is going to keep making every effort to throw blame off of Johnny, even if that means throwing an innocent person under the bus. Leo is more determined than ever to find the answer to the EJ whodunit, despite him taking heat for continuing to poke and prod at the subject. And Chad continues to deny his feelings for Kat when talking to EJ, but is he going to remain in denial with himself, you know? EJ is going to be angry to learn that some of the Versavix drug was stolen if Shawn and Steve get away with their robbery. And obviously, EJ's hot to get his hands on Russell's groundbreaking research equally as much as Kayla is. And I wonder if EJ somehow may use the drug theft as a way to discredit Kayla with the hospital board and get her out of his way, because Kayla's already going to have to explain why she turned down a giant investment that could save the hospital when she told EJ, keep your dirty money to yourself. Doug 3 is doing much better. I love seeing him over at the pub with Roman. It's like he's taken in a little project kid. He's given him a job. By project, I don't mean like from the projects. I mean like a project, like a fixer-upper. And giving him the room upstairs, doing all this stuff for him. And Doug 3 is feeling very happy and more optimistic about his future. And with Tate being so snarky towards Holly, I'm just wondering if she's going to ask Doug 3 to be her prom date. Tate asked Sophia, and she can't go dancing, and it'd be pretty crappy for Tate to go to the prom without her. You know what I mean? Plus, Steve and Shawn get ready to do some thieving, but will they get away with it? No matter if they do or not, Bo is going to be just fine, but we've got bad news about John's fate spreading soon.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.